You know, ever since I started streaming Classic WoW Hardcore, the Lord of the Rings World of Warcraft challenge,
Oh my, look
as well
at him.
as my recent
Wait,
video
hold
where
up.
I talked about Elder Scrolls on Classic WoW Hardcore, the Lord of the Rings
Look at
World of Warcraft
Oh god.
challenge, as well as my recent video where I talked about Elder Scrolls Online and the new Arcanist class. A common question that I've been getting in the comment sections and even behind the scenes on Discord and stuff is, am I even playing Dragonflight right now? And that is something that I would like to talk about today. What is my relationship to the modern version of World of Warcraft?
All right,
it's very possible that you guys have seen.
Oh, this must be modern World of Warcraft. I can tell because of the furries.
Content from me about Dragonflight over the past several months. I was not shy about the fact that when Dragonflight came out, I was very, very enthusiastic about this expansion, and I thought that it was very good. In fact, I thought it was so good that I was regularly releasing videos praising the expansion, saying, hey, this is a pretty solid move from Blizzard. This is really what we've been looking for in an expansion for a while. Not perfect by any means, but it's a good expansion. And I actually got to the point where I was making so much positive World of Warcraft content for the first time in so long that
people thought you were getting paid by Blizzard.
People assumed that Blizzard was paying me.
Yeah. There we go.
To promote Dragonflight and say that it was good. I can say for the record that Blizzard has never once paid me anything to promote WoW, to do anything in relation to WoW. Me and Blizzard have no contact whatsoever. If we did, I probably wouldn't be making videos of Drakthir crapping anal beads made of WoW tokens, okay? I don't think that Blizzard would be too cool about, you know, paying someone money to make content like that, okay?
I don't think Blizzard really gives a fuck, to be honest. I don't think they really care. Like, they still talk to me.
What I'm trying to say is that Dragonflight, despite all the concerns and controversy before it came out, pretty solid expansion. I was having a lot of fun with it. A lot of people were having a lot of fun with it. Unfortunately, the expansion didn't sell as well as Blizzard was probably hoping for, but with all their PR disasters, that's really not that surprising, to be honest. It certainly isn't surprising to me. It's probably going to take a few expansions before Blizzard can really turn things around and bring people back to Azeroth. And I've talked about this in previous videos, but until Blizzard fixes the early game in World of Warcraft and makes it more engaging, more fun, players are just going to try the game and they're just going to quit because they're going to think, oh, this game's boring, it's stupid. But that's something I made a whole
It's too complicated. The problem is the game is just simply too complicated.
Video about. Like anybody though, after playing the game for some time, I started to experience a little bit of a burnout, especially when I wasn't able to find a good raiding guild. Instead, I just switched into just my typical altaholic nature. I started leveling up characters on retail WoW, and it was around this time.
That's a pretty good transmog, actually. I kind of like that. Because, like, you're using the Time Walkers, like, this is the Shadowlands pre-order thing, with, like, these legs and this chest piece here. These are, like, vanilla WoW items. What's the cloak? Oh, there is no... Oh, there's that. I don't remember what that one is. I think that's one I don't even know. I have no idea where that's from. The sword and the shield are from the movie. Oh, what is this, bro? What the fuck is this? Oh my god.
Discovered Classic WoW Hardcore for the first time. Shockingly, despite being the Classic fan that I am, I've never really... I mean, like, I had heard of Classic WoW Hardcore, but I had never really, like, dived into it, really checked it out, seen the add-on and stuff, seen the events that were being hosted around Classic Hardcore. I never looked into any of that or really bothered. I just thought it was, like, this kind of fringe thing, like, far out there that only a few people did. But I quickly realized that there was a very big community around Classic WoW Hardcore, and I wanted to try it out for myself. In fact, I might make a whole dedicated video sharing my thoughts on Classic WoW Hardcore in 2023, so stay tuned for that. I downloaded the add-on, I made my first character, and I have to say that Classic WoW Hardcore was very much a big breath of fresh air for me in terms of World of Warcraft content.
Okay.
Like, don't get me wrong, I like the modern game, I think it's a good game, but it's nowhere near as good as Classic WoW is. I know
I will say that I had more fun playing Classic WoW the first month of the release than any other expansion pretty much ever.
Some people are going to disagree with that. Look, I played the game back in 2005. It has a special place in my heart. That's the version of WoW that I like the most, and having the hardcore add-on now with all these extra challenges and steps and whatnot to make classic WoW all the more interesting and all the more engaging and immersive, I absolutely loved it. It was a massive breath of fresh air for me. It was like playing classic WoW all over again, just in a different way. So
see, that's what I hope they can do with... look at those boots! What a fucking idiot! Those are the normal mode and Taurus boots. And the legs. Bro, this is the easiest set in the game to get. How do you mess this up? Look at the yellow thing. What are those? Oh my god, that's so sad. I hope that's what I get with Season of Mastery. That's what I want to see. I don't really care much about Classic Hardcore. I want a newer and better Season of Mastery.
Really got into the classic WoW hardcore scene. In fact, I was so into it that I even streamed for the first time in months me doing the classic WoW hardcore challenge on an undead warrior. That is until I realized that I accidentally broke the rules of the challenge that I was doing and I had to restart. So, it is what it is. And you know, it was during this time that my...
I'm sorry.
Dude!
I actually have to kick you, dude. I'm not even kidding. Like, we have to find a different person. You have to completely start over if you want to be a part of the project. I absolutely have to kick you, especially since this is on my stream.
I'm not gonna lie. People have been spamming it, and I didn't say anything because he sounds like he's really young, and I felt terrible.
Yeah, no, I feel bad too, but rules are rules.
I don't feel bad. You don't cheat.
Yeah, I guess I shouldn't have did it.
Shouldn't have done it.
Good, man.
I didn't want
No, that's good.
That's good. All that way.
It's all good, man. All right, well, here's the dealio. I'm gonna kick you from the guild. You're gonna have to level up again if you want to be a part of it, dude. I'm really sorry.
It's alright. I cheated. I shouldn't do it.
That's right.
All right, man. Have fun, dude. Peace out.
We did it, chat!
And he's gone. Feels bad, dude. Where's that mage?
Oh my
Whose guild is he in? He needs to kick. Whose guild is it?
Dude!
Jesus, this was such a good day. Oh my fucking god, this was such an amazing day. Man, we had so much fun playing that. It was so good. What happened? The guy broke the rules for Project 70, and he was like level 65. And we made this kid re-roll from level 65 all the way back down to level 1. Just because he was using one item from the random dungeon finder. And so McConnell caught him using an item, and then he made him restart his entire character.
Love for leveling and adventure in World of Warcraft really started to come back, and I started to ponder a lot on how I could make the leveling even more interesting and more engaging, and this led to me revisiting my old Lord of the Rings World of Warcraft leveling challenge, which I did on retail WoW in the 2 seasons that I made the challenge, but I've never made a classic WoW version of the Lord of the Rings leveling challenge. So one day what I did is I went onto the metaphorical drawing board and I started coming up with rules for the Lord of the Rings challenge. I ultimately streamed the first episode, me giving it a try. We quickly discovered some of the, the flaws in my rules, some of the good stuff, some of the bad. It was a lot of fun. I had a good time with you guys. Hope you guys had a good time too. So lately, I admit, I've been baptizing myself a bit more into classic WoW. And when I say classic, I don't mean Wrath of the Lich King classic. I mean classic vanilla WoW. And just being more involved in that community and just...
I still think that Blizzard should release classic WoW, but make it from the release of the game. The actual release of the game, 2004, with literally no changes. And just see what happens. Yes. Classic.
seeing what it has to offer. I'm a really big fan of like what communities can create with games. Big fan, for example, of the Skyrim modding scene. If you guys remember my honorable
There's a lot
Viking
of that.
challenge, really big fan of just what the community is capable of when game developers
feel that way
give them
about
the
Elden Ring.
tools in order to make what they
Dark
want.
Souls 3.
And sometimes my love of community creation and community-driven passion projects has led me to some interesting places. I will not give too many details because I don't want to make the man angry at me, but let's just say that I got a special invitation to the the VIP Turtle Club, and I've been hanging out with the turtles lately, and that has been great. So if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you don't.
It's a classic WoW private server.
So yeah, man, like classic WoW, the hardcore classic challenge.
And this is what Blizzard should do, right? He's talking about a classic WoW private server. This is what Blizzard should do. There are a lot of people that really like Turtle WoW. Blizzard should take what Turtle WoW did, and they should be like, hey guys, obviously, we can't have you doing this, but we want to hire like 5 of you to do the next season of Mastery. That's all I want to see happen. And then just do that, give them a bit more resources, and actually do a real season of Mastery where actual content goes into vanilla WoW. Not just some bullshit like 50% experience buff.
Is the Lord of the Rings challenge, Turtle Clubs, and some other stuff, here and there. It's just been a good time lately. Dragonflight, the content came out. Yeah, consumed it, got a little bored of it. But the good thing about WoW is there's always so much to do and so much to explore. I've also been playing Hogwarts Legacy on the side whenever I have the opportunity to play it, so I think all of us have been playing that, to be fair. We've been distracted from our World of Warcraft adventurings to go to Hogwarts and learn some magic, so I'm guilty of that just as much as many of you guys probably are. And I've also been checking out some other MMOs lately. I've been playing a little bit of ESO again, just kind of getting into the ESO vibe, getting hyped for the new expansion.
I don't know if I'm ever really going to play ESO seriously. That part of the combat didn't really appeal to me.
Necrom and the Arcanist class coming out, just kind of wetting that ESO whistle. I've been wanting to check out some older MMOs again, like Guild Wars 2. Maybe check out Star Wars Galaxies again, because there's some emulator servers for that very old as dirt MMO. Really, a lot of my gaming focus right now is just trying community-made stuff, kind of checking out some older MMOs, preparing for some new stuff down the road, and casting a lot of spells.
What
and so
was that?
admittedly, I'm not really giving Dragonflight a lot of love right now. And that's not to say that I hate the expansion or that I think it's bad or I think that you shouldn't try it or something. But, I've played it. It's fun. And I'm checking out some other things right now. And you might see some of that leaking onto the channel here and there with some more ESO content. Maybe me checking out and making videos about Guild Wars 2 or Star Wars Galaxies or some other MMOs I check out. Just whatever, some classic hardcore stuff. You'll see what I mean. You'll see what I'm talking about.
I think
so that's
nice.
currently my state when it comes to gaming, and hopefully that answers any questions, because that question was popping up a lot during my stream. Like, Nixxiom,
people ask me that every day.
What's going on? Do you think
I could have played Dragonflight yesterday, and people will come into my stream today and be like, "So did you quit or what?"
that Dragonflight is dragging its nuts now and you just don't want to play it? Like, what's going on? So hopefully this video answers that question. Thank you guys for watching it, though. Do appreciate it. I'm not going to give you the whole, YouTuber, shebang at the end of like the video and subscribe and whatnot. But if you want to do that, go for it. That's right. And I guess I'll see you guys with my next video. Stay cool. That's right. So stay cool. So stay cool. So stay dragony. So stay cool. That's right. Stay cool.
Stay dragging these nuts. I think it's a decent video. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm ever going to do the classic WoW hardcore thing. I don't think I will. I'm not planning on it. I don't really think I don't really like that kind of stuff. I find it to be boring. But I do really hope that they add a season of Mastery into classic WoW and make it actually fun and good to do. Because I feel like the first season of Mastery was so safe that it was so boring, and I just had no motivation to continue playing the game. So I do really hope they do that. Season of Mastery died right away. Well, yeah, of course it did. Why wouldn't it? Why do people want to go through and play the same thing that they just got done playing? It's nuts, man. And let me see if I can look at this. Some of the events are interesting. Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, I never played Turtle WoW. Like, I have friends that play it, and they suggested I try it out, but I don't really know if that's ever going to happen, man. We'll see.